M to the O to the N to the E to the triple A, boy. What is you talking about? So I've been trying to learn to focus on the camera and not look at myself, but it's gonna be hard, so I'm gonna be going back and forth. Okay, I'm also talking quietly because I live with other people and I don't really want them hearing my business too much, even though I'm putting it out on YouTube. But I don't know, it just feels awkward when other people can hear me. So I'm gonna put my hair up because I look crazy. So hey everybody. This video would be, like I said on my channel, I wanted to do I'm sorry. Okay. This I said I wanted to do a bunch of different things on my channel. I wanted to get real personal about myself, about things that's going on in the world, mukbangs, everything. I wanted to do everything on my video. So this video is going to be me talking about my pregnancy journey. I am currently 27 today. 27 weeks today. So we're gonna start from the beginning all the way up until now. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but we're gonna talk about my thoughts on what might happen in the future as well. So I just want to say, like, my pregnancy journey so far has not been, I mean, I'm gonna say at the beginning, kind of still now, but at the beginning it was not a walk in the park. It's not really something that I want to tell my daughter, like, oh yeah, we found out I was pregnant with you and everything was just cake and ice cream and unicorns and cherries. No. So let's get into it. Okay, so should I talk about how I met him? We're gonna get real into it. We're gonna tell the tea. Okay, so this boy, I used to have a crush on him when I was younger, but I was pussy. Like, I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna come up to you. I'm not gonna do none of that. So I would see him where I lived. He was a corner boy, and there was a corner store right across the street from where I lived. And I already seen him. I had him on Facebook and all that stuff. So when I would go to the store, he would be out on the corner. He wore a white shirt with his friends, all that. And I'd be like, oh yes, my nigga's out there. He wasn't my nigga though. My nigga's out there. This is that and the third, blah, 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 blah. And that's how that went. So now let's talk about a few years currently, which is last year. I had made a Facebook because I was involved in the Black Lives Matter protesting. I didn't have a Facebook. I deleted it. When did I delete Facebook? I think the last time I had a Facebook was like 2016, but even then I deleted it beforehand. So like really 2014, I had a Facebook. So I made a Facebook again. You know, I'm out of breath. I made a Facebook again. Like I said, I was in the Black Lives Matter protest. They always posted like events when stuff was happening. They wasn't really posting too much on Instagram, so I wasn't really like aware of what was really going on. Yo, my hair looks a mess. I'm getting a retwist, so don't do me. But yeah, so I was just trying to keep up or whatever, blah 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 blah. I wasn't really on Facebook for real. I was just trying to keep up. He friended me on Facebook. The boy friended me on Facebook. And I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Like, I'm dealing with females. I've been dealing with females for 2 years, not really dealing with no niggas. I mean, entertaining, yeah, but like dealing with niggas, no. I was on female type of timing. Okay. So he had inboxed me, and I turned my messenger notifications off, so I didn't know that I got a message. But I went on there to look at something, and he messaged me. He was like, "What's up, beautiful?" And I'm like, I'm out here thugging with these bitches, you feel me? I'm finna thug with you too. You finna be one of my shorties, feel me? That's the mindset I thought I was, having. But the reason before that, before he inboxed me, I would share his stuff. I'm a nigga at heart. Point blank period. I'm a nigga with a vagina sometimes, okay? So he would share some shit that I agreed with, and I would share and I would comment. Like, regular Facebook shit. Like, I didn't think nothing of it. So he had inboxed me, and I didn't see it for like a week or whatever. Then I inboxed him, and then we exchanged numbers, and then that's how that fucking shit went, bitch. That's how that shit went. So, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, conversating. You remember me, I remember you. This is and the third. You was my crush, blah, 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 blah. So we started to chill. Mind you, I'm not thinking nothing of this. Like, it's just, I'm chilling with you. Like, that's it. So, yeah, we chilled. He was really cool as a bitch. He was funny. Like, he was a hood nigga. Like, I'm always trying to be in some hood shit. I don't be trying to be in shit, but I'm fucking up. Like, I'm peace and blessings, like kissing trees and shit, and hood shit always coming towards me. Like, I don't understand. But so that's how that went. We started chilling, Then it turned into, I'm like I said, I had the mindset like he finna be one of my bitches. Like, I'm like, I wanna fuck. I wanna fuck. Like, what you talking about? I wanna fuck. You was my crush when I was younger, bitch. I'm trying to fuck. Bitch, I'm trying to fuck. Bitch, I'm trying to fuck. What's up? What's up? Bitch, I'm trying to fuck. So, yeah, that's what that turned into. So, after we did that, y'all, it was just cool. I think the purr turned that nigga fell in love with a nigga. That nigga fell in love with a nigga because he was like, I love you. And I'm like, huh? It took me a minute to say it back because I had to kind of feel it. Like, even though I said I loved him back, whatever, I wasn't in love with him, but I loved him. I was starting to love him as a person. Okay. So that's how that happened. Fast forward. I established with this boy. No kids. I'm not on birth control. I wasn't on birth control because I was dealing with females. Like, I had the next one on that goes in your arm. It was time to take it out. I'm like, I'm dealing with bitches. Like, I can't get pregnant. The fuck? And then also beforehand, I'm not gonna lie, in high school with my high school boyfriend, I was trying, if you want to say doing it on purpose, I was trying to have a kid. Never. I've been with him for years. Never could get pregnant by that boy. Ever. Even when I went to my OBGYN, I told her about the situation. Oh, I think I want to have a kid. She gave me her advice. Well, who gives a fuck? But she took blood. I had a lot of, I forgot what it's called, but when your periods are irregular and you have too much testosterone inside your body, it's called something where it's hard for you to, it's going to be hard for you to have a kid. So I basically took that as, I'm never going to have a kid. Or I'm not about to have a kid no time soon. Like, I just can't have kids. So that's my mindset. That's the mindset I placed myself in. I'm talking about I was crying, depressed when they told me, oh, like, that extra shit. I'm like, I'm just one of those people that can't have kids, right? But even then, I said, do not bust a in me, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not on birth control. I'm not trying to have no kids. I don't even think I can have kids, but don't do it, my nigga. Don't fucking do it. He called me Big Purr. Come make that purr. the nigga busted a motherfucking nut in me. Okay? And I think he did it on purpose. Till this day, he's gonna say he didn't do it on purpose. But I think he did it on purpose because you know how you can tell when somebody nuts? You know, they make facial expressions or they make noises. And I've heard him bust a nut before. But this time, he didn't make no noise. He just, you know, like pushed me. We was on back shots. He pushed me and then was like, see you in 9 months. I'm like, what? I'm like, the fuck do you mean? Y'all, I was fucking pissed. But I wasn't like I didn't reach a 10. I'm just like, are you fucking shitting me? I'm looking around the bed for he was like, no, I'm just playing. I busted on the bed. I'm looking around. I'm touching for wet spots. There's no wet spots. So where the fuck is it? Bruh. It's right there. There's nothing on the bed. Where did you fucking nut at? Oh, I didn't even nut. So why the fuck would you tell me see you in 9 months? I don't understand. This is funny to you? Y'all. The nut wasn't on the bed. It was in my vagina. The nut was in my vagina. So, let's fast forward. I had a period tracker in my phone, the app. And my shit don't come like every month around the same time. It'd be like 2 to 3 days, 4 days late sometimes. So I'm looking at my shit and I'm starting to go pee. First thing I noticed was I had anxiety pills. I took my anxiety pill. Right after I took my anxiety pill, maybe like 5 minutes after, I threw up. But I didn't notice or really care too much because I took my anxiety pills before and didn't eat and threw up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I started to notice I'm going piss every hour. I don't pee. I don't like peeing. I think it's a waste of time. I think peeing is a waste of time. I don't like peeing. I don't hold my peeing, but I just that person that can go hours without peeing. I'm peeing every hour. I'm like, what the fuck? So my calendar, I'm itching my stomach. The calendar says so it don't say, it says my period is approaching. So I'm like, hurry the fuck up, like what the fuck? And mind you, I had sex with this boy and he nutted in me the day I was ovulating. The day I was ovulating, this boy busted a nut in me. And those for you that don't know, ovulation is the ticket of getting pregnant. It's the day where free for alls, kids everywhere. Eggs is ready. Let's fucking go. Eggs is strong. Let's fucking go. We in there. We finna have a baby. Okay. So 2 days pass of my period not coming. I'm like, okay, that's regular, whatever, blah, blah, blah. 4 days pass. I'm like, okay, it's getting a little weird here. I text my godmom and I will insert the text messages. And I would insert the messages from my mother. Okay, I got it. So, beforehand, my mom's like, oh, your auntie had a fish dream. My aunt, she had a fish dream before everybody, whoever pregnant, she had a dream about you. My mom was like, she had a fish dream. I said, what the fuck they gotta do with me? Don't be bringing that negativity over this way. Okay, honey, don't do it. So, it's day 5 now. And I'm texting my godmom. I'm like, so when is it, how long, does it take to start, when you need to start worrying that you might be pregnant? Like, how does this shit go? She said, go get a pregnancy test. go to the motherfucking Dollar Tree because they got $1 fucking pregnancy test. I got 2 of them bitches. I runs the fuck home. I pee on it. 2 lines pop up on that motherfucker. I said, oh hell no, this shit broke. This shit broke. It's broke. I don't give a fuck. They got me fucked up. Boom. I go back to the store, grab a few more pregnancy tests. All this shit fucking came out with blue lines on it. My heart dropped. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Like, I'm excited because, like, bitch, you can get pregnant. You thought you couldn't get pregnant, bitch, you can get pregnant. Your ex fucking word. But then I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, not right now. Like, I just got into my player stage. I'm out here pimping these hoes. You feel me? I'm out here licking a cat, all that shit. And now I'm finna be a mom. I've never had a whole phase. I've never had a whole phase. I was just entering my whole phase. Like, dating multiple people, doing what I wanted to do. Like, had no ties to nobody except for my dog. Like, the fuck? So, fast forward. I calls my sister. My sister is 6 months pregnant now. So I call her, and then she calls my mom, and I have a panic attack on the phone with my sister first. I'm like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So she calls my mom. The response I got from my mom wasn't like the response she gave my sister when she found out my sister was pregnant. When she found out my sister was pregnant, it was excitement. When she found out that I was pregnant, it was like, so do you want to keep it? And don't get me wrong, the story that I'm finna tell you, I'm not trying to bash nobody. I'm not trying to bash my mom, my dad, nobody, because me and my mom was like this. Like, we are best friends. And I'll explain to you her reasoning of why she wasn't as excited. I'll explain my dad's reason of why he wasn't excited. Is it right? No, but it is what it is. So she says that. So we're gonna fast forward to everybody's reaction. I text the boy, whatever, and he's like, I don't want no kids right now. I don't want no kids right now. This is on the 3rd. I don't really remember. This is on the 3rd. I said, well, this is what the fuck it is. So his reaction hurt my feelings because we was cool. Like, we wasn't together. Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, the person he was when we were, you know, fucking around and chilling with each other, I didn't think he wouldn't. I'm not saying I thought he would be like, oh, yes, we're gonna have a family. This is on the 3rd. No, but the type of person that he perceived to me was, I'm gonna take care of my business and be there regardless, whether me and you fucking with each other or not. I'm gonna take care of mine. That's the type of person I thought he was. So it kind of was surprising me that he was saying, oh, well, get an abortion and do all this extra shit and blah, 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 blah. So that hurt my feelings because it surprised me. So I told my dad. My dad's like, are you sure you want to go through with this? Are you sure this is at the 3rd? My honest opinion, I think that you should kill it. You shouldn't keep it, but kill it. You shouldn't keep it. That just blew me away right then and there. I told my godmom, her reaction wasn't, none of these people's reactions were the same as my sister's. So that is the only thing that really was planted in my head. Like they was crying. Like, my mom, dad, godmom, aunties, they was crying when my sister said she was pregnant. Everybody's not crying for me. They're like, you sure? You sure? So it's like, y'all didn't offer her or put abortion in her head, but y'all put an abortion in mine. So that, it just went down here from there. I was depressed. I went to my depression because I stopped taking my anxiety pills. I didn't know if it was safe or not or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm that close. I didn't know if it was safe or not, so I just depressed as a bitch. Yeah, so fast forward. Let's talk about the presents. Leading up to the presents now, because this video is 20 minutes long. But to cut it kind of short, the male that I am having a child by, I'm not really sure what position he's playing. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Let's pause on him. Let's talk about my parents and my family. They are very excited. My mom found out it was a girl. My mom wants a granddaughter. She only has boys. She only has two grandsons. But like my cousins, it's boys period. And my aunts have nieces, but my mom can't really dress them how she wants to, can't really get them how she wants to. That she can't really touch them as easy as she could touch mine, if that makes sense. So she cried. She's excited. My dad's excited. Everybody's excited. Now, my mom's reasoning was, you was just out here being gay and all of a sudden you surprised us talking about you pregnant. That was her reasoning. My dad's reasoning was, I'm like his son. I have a little brother. He's 4 by my dad, but I'm the son. I'm more boyish. I'm more tomboyish than my sisters when it comes to my dad's side. It's only 3 of us, 3 girls and my little brother. So I'm the boy. So his explanation was, I was just disappointed because you were traveling, you were doing this, you was doing that, and I could already tell this nigga was no good, and I just didn't want you dealing with that type of energy, and I wanted you to do better and be better, and a kid changes your life. A kid does this, a kid does that. And I'm not saying it's okay, but that was his reasoning. He was kind of having that father-son talk with me, like their son getting a girl pregnant, now you gotta stop your life. That's what the conversation kind of was. So now let's go back to him. As of right now, I don't know. I don't know. And that's why I kind of wanted to get into this video and talk about my experience, is because, like, I just cried before I made this video. And I stopped crying, but it kind of hit me again because it's like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not preparing or looking to be in a relationship with him at all. But at the same time, I never wanted to be another black girl that is single, like a single parent. I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to bring my child into a world where she's gonna have a hole in her heart. I'm not saying that I can't get married or find somebody that will love my daughter just as much as they love their own kids. It happens, I know that. But I wanted her to have that feeling and that love from her own father. And mind you, people be like, oh, well, you need to know the person you're laying in the bed with in the 7th, 3rd. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't work. That shit is not valid, because at the end of the day, you don't really know who you're fucking with until shit gets real. Period. Like I told you at the beginning, I thought he was one person. I thought he would take responsibility for like man shit. He was a man to me. Like, that nigga's a boy. When shit got real, he turned into a straight boy. Period. And I'm not about to bash him. I'm not about to do that. I'm just keeping it funky. But like, I don't know. Like, I get sad because, like I said, I didn't want to be another statistic. I didn't want to vision or have the possibility of my daughter possibly not having a father. He's alive, but he don't care about you. You know, and that hurts my feelings. Like, we're gonna keep it funky too. My dad's alive, and I talk to him. I love him, all that shit. But he was an in and out dad. He's gonna see this video and probably be pissed off, but this is my safe space. This is my safe space, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be very honest. My dad, pretty much all my life, he's been in and out. I can say we kind of just got on some type of relationship where we talk a lot. The last 2 years, but don't get me wrong, my dad has always been more affectionate than my mom. Like, oh, I love you, this, that, and the third. But in and out, like, I've had my mom more than I had him type shit. So I kind of still got, I don't have a hole in my heart, but I still kind of have a hole in my heart because I look at other people's dads, when dads are there like the entire time, not even if they're together with the mother. I kind of get a little jealous, if that makes sense. I don't know if it's making sense, but I just feel like it'll be different if she knows her dad's alive and she feels like he doesn't give a fuck about her, and she's a girl. And I'm not saying it's different from a boy versus a girl, because a child needs their father, period. But like, you're the first male figure that's supposed to show her what a male is supposed to do or love feels like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, it just bothers me. It bothers me a lot. Like, I don't know. He goes back and forth. One day he wants to play dad, on the next minute he doesn't. The next minute he does, the next minute he doesn't. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, a lot of people say like, oh, he's young. He's probably scared. I'm gonna end this video soon because I'm on 27 minutes. He's probably scared. He's probably this. He's probably that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool or whatever. But like, I've been doing this whole pregnancy, this entire 6 months, about to enter my 3rd trimester by myself. Physically, mentally, and emotionally by myself. And it's like, how long? We gotta wait till she gets here for you to like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person that's gonna close that door. I'm not, oh, he never gonna see her, he never gonna do this. I'm not doing none of that. But at the end of the day though, you will not be a revolving door to my child. You get one chance and one chance only. When you come through that door, you better be prepared and better be ready to be a dad. Because you're gonna come in, oh, never mind, I wanna be a dad, and leave out, and that's it. You're gonna have to wait till Shorty get older on her own and make that own decision for herself. And even then you got one time. Because we're not doing that. I see it too much. My little cousins, I see it too much. The revolving door dad, and that's not happening. It's not happening over here with this one. No, sir. But yeah, so like, for single moms, oh, and this is another question I want to ask. I'm thinking about giving her both of our last names, mine's and his. Even though we're not married, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like I said, I've been doing this by myself, being pregnant the entire time by myself. And it's like, what have you done but, you know, bust a nut? So why do you deserve the last name by yourself? That's just that type of mindset that I'm in. So as of right now, she's gonna have both last names. Like I said, I'm not taking away his spot, whatever you want to call it, of giving her only my last name. I'm not taking that away from him, but I did this, okay? So yeah. So yeah, so I was what was I about to say? So for anybody that watches this as a single parent, I'm 23 years old. Anybody that's my age, older, I don't really give a fuck. If you're a single parent or was on the verge or stories similar to mine, I'm up for opinions. I'm up for suggestions, advice, different perspectives on how to look at the situation, and all of that good stuff, because this is my first kid. I don't know how this is supposed to go. I only know what I see, and I don't like what I be seeing with single parents and kids and how they're raised and shit like that. And just kind of like, how did you guys go through it? Like, how did you guys feel about it? Like, I'm fine but it does bother me sometimes. So I'm about to end the video. Let's hope for the best. If I don't make a video by the time, I probably will, because I'm doing 3 months, so that's a long time. But concerning this topic, I'm gonna probably make another video on an update on if he's there or not, how the relationship goes, or whatever the case may be. However this story starts to end, no, ends to start, the end of this topic to another story, if that makes sense. Feel me? Are we? So yeah, that's all. But peace and blessings, motherfucking bitches.